Hi everybody, welcome to a new tutorial on BeepStreet Drambo, the modular groove box. In this video I'd like to show you how you can use Groove Rider GR16, the groove box from Jim Audio, which has been recently updated to be also AUv3 compliant. And I think that's great news because GR16 is one fantastic groove box, so it really deserves a definitely attention. So I'm going to show you as an AUv3 in different ways in terms of how you can use it inside Drambo. So let's start. So let's create an audio unit instrument and let's go and search for the GR16. As you can see, there are two types of instances. There is a normal one and there is also multi-output. Let's select the normal one to start with. So as you can see, it's been ported to be AUv3 compliant. So, and as you see, familiar interface from Groove Rider GR16. Now, the first thing you can do, of course, using Drambo is you could go to keys and indeed use send the MIDI messages directly to GR16. And you can use it as a trigger really. So, for example, what you could do is just do something simple like that. Or a little bit more sophisticated, like so, a chord there and a chord there. So you can create some rhythms. Okay, and that's one way you could use that to trigger some of the internal samples, of course. Another way you could use that is, for example, going to keys, selecting one part, maybe use these as a bit of a synthesizer as well, so where you can choose your saw, maybe change a bit the filter, like so, bit of resonance, maybe some effects like the chorus. Let's activate it like so. Also let's send some sound effects. So you can use it as a normal synth. Okay, but another use would be, for example, and let's load this instance again, would be to like so. Let's load a new instance of GR16 and let's create, actually let's select from these bank A and let's choose Fashion 2. And then let's create another instance of GR16, and from here let's choose again GR16, and then let's select a different bank like so, perhaps the Vanilla 2 like so. Now if I play, it will play only, you will hear only the second one. You hear a beep beep from a synth because the second instance is taking MIDI signal from the first one. So let's correct like that. So it goes directly from what is coming from Drambo as a MIDI messages. And I also clear the pattern as well, so there are no additional or unwanted MIDI messages. And now, for example, you could use under a mixer a switch and to one, make the relevant connection. And I already done a tutorial on how to use a switch and to one. And we could, for example, add under miscellaneous and utility a knob, and then connect that knob to the index, make a transition and a crossfade and play between the two. Which is really nice. You can switch between one instance to the other. But let's see another example. This time let's use multi-output. So let's go on the generator again. Let's load an audio unit instrument, and this time let's select the multi-output. Okay, it looks like a present and nothing has changed. Let's choose again something from bank A. Again, Fashion 2 will do for now. Now let's go to mixer. Now let me decrease the volume and let me click play so we see which channels are actually playing for that particular pattern. So as you can see, the bass is playing. So where it says master here, let's click on that. So we'll go out to channel 2, the next one to channel 3. So you keep clicking this one to channel 4, this one to channel 5, maybe this one to channel 6, 7, 8, this one we leave it to master, and then this one may be to 2 and this one to 3. Okay, let's stop there and let's increase the volume again and let's click play. Of course, you don't hear all the tracks now, but again, we could use, for example, on the mixer again, the switch into one, create perhaps 8 switches. So we connect the first one to the first exit of or output from GR16, and we do the same for the others, like so, so that we take the relevant output as input into the switch. So 5 to 5, the 6 to number 6, the 7 to 7, and why not the number 8 to the main. Okay, so let's make the transition crossfade, and this time instead of using a knob, let's add a modulator, a mini LFO. Let's make the connection, let's decrease the frequency, let's remove being bipolar, and let's play. So effectively is switching between one output to the other, and what goes in each output is defined here through this screen. And the beauty, of course, that you can even make it more interesting, for example, using more controls in Drambo. So let's say that we load again another unit instrument. Let's say that we bring in again GR16, perhaps the normal one, and we select the same pattern. So the efficient 2, like so, and now we bring in again, why not the same switch into one, make the connection to from the second switch to the first one, which will have the outputs from the GR16 multi output, and then from the second input of the second switch to the output of the second instance of GR16, like so. Make the transition on the second switch crossfade because it's better, and let's this time do the same thing we've done at the beginning. Let's add a knob and make the connection like so, and let's play. And this is quite cool because I can transition from the full track played by this instance to actually one of the many outputs which comes from the first instance of GR16, which is still playing Efficient 2 as a pattern. So I hope you enjoyed this tutorial, quick one, but you can see great addition to have GR16 now as a AUv3. And it is a great companion to be used inside Drambo. See you at the next tutorial. Bye.